students, how are you? I hope you're all doing good. So let's start today's class. In today's class we will discuss about the separation of the solid mixture. Till now we have discussed about the mixture of what? Mixture was in which state? Liquid state. It was in a liquid state. Like whatever we are dealing with, whatever the separations we are dealing with was about the water only. Water is a liquid. Now we will discuss about the solid mixture. Solid mixture means, see, mixture can be anything. It can be in a liquid form also, it can be solid form also, it can be gaseous form also, right? Like air, you know that air is a mixture. Air is a mixture, and to be precise, it is a homogeneous mixture. Now you will be asking how it can be air can be a mixture. The air is a mixture because in air what contains? Now tell me, in air what contains? Oxygen, we all know oxygen. Carbon dioxide, yes. N2. See, these are all, see, there are not only these, there are also few gas elements like helium, methane, this is methane. This is methane, this is oxygen, this is carbon dioxide. See, so many number of gases are present in the air. So air is a what? Air is a mixture. Similarly, since air is what? Is in which state? Gaseous state. So it is a gaseous mixture. We have dealt with a liquid mixture like salt water, sand water, like solid mixtures. What are solid mixtures? Solid mixtures are, what are the solid mixture? Example, like salt plus sand, right? Rice plus stone, these are solid mixture. And what about the liquid mixture? We have dealt with the liquid mixture that we have dealt is, what are the liquid mixture? Liquid mixture was salt plus water and salt water, sugar water. In that, the state of the mixture was in which state? Liquid state. In the in air, the state of the mixture is gaseous. But in solid, the mixture will be in the state of solid. So how we will separate this? Now the biggest problem is how we will separate this mixture. So we can separate these solid mixtures by following separation methods that are given in the books. And what are they? Let's see. Now let's discuss about the separation of the solid mixtures. And what are they? The first is hand picking. Hand picking means with the help of a hand you are just separating. With the help of a hand you are separating the mixture. You are separating the components. Okay, components of the mixture. Another is threshing. It is generally done in where? It is generally done in the done by the farmers to separate the grains or grain seeds from stalk. We will discuss about it. And what about third one? Third one is winnowing. Winnowing means তোমরা কুলো দেখেছো কুলো তোমার মাকে জিজ্ঞেস করবে কুলো কেমন সে কুলো দিয়ে এরকম করে জাস্ট এরকম ঝাড়ে and lighter particles get blown away by the wind. So in that way we can separate the components, and that is winnowing. What about the fourth one? The fourth one is sieving. Sieving is, we all have seen in our house, দেখবে যখনই মা রুটি করে তো রুটি আটা মাখার আগে কি করে আটাটাকে ঝাড়ে with the help of what? Changni there was strainers. With the help of strainers we will see. So with the help of the strainers we separate the components, impurities, and this is called, and that process is called sieving, and that changni is called a sieve. And what about the fifth one is a magnetic separation. Magnetic separation. Okay, now what is magnetic separation? We all know that iron gets attracted towards what? Metal. We all have seen that how iron get attracted towards a magnet. So if suppose you are given a mixture where it is contain iron plus, suppose the mixture is given iron, wait a minute, it's taking sand plus iron, then how we will separate? It's very difficult. Iron powder, iron can be present in the form of powder, then how we will separate? It is very difficult. In that case, what we will do? We will just take a magnet and we will just put it in over the mixture. and you will see that magnet particles are getting attracted. And so iron particles, iron powders are getting attracted, and in this way we can separate the sand plus water. Sand plus iron. Let's discuss about this separation in details. Now discuss about the hand picking. To discuss about the hand picking, we have to take one example, and that example is rice plus stone. Rice plus stone, why? Because without understanding the example, we cannot discuss that what is hand picking. Now tell me, we all have seen in our home that before cooking rice, she used to wash the rice, or she used to look after the rice that is there any impurities is present or not. Sometimes you can see that she used to throw away the stones. Sometimes it can be seen. So now tell me, the stone and the rice, what are their sizes? And in which quantity these stones are present? Since the stone is present in the lesser quantity, and as well as the stone is in the larger size, she is able to remove. If the stone was in a quite smaller size, like a salt, will she able to separate it? No. Will she be able to use that hand to separate the stone? No. We can separate the stone only if the size of the stone should be in which size? The size of the stone should be quite larger. Then only we can separate it. Otherwise it will be difficult. And at the same time, the quantity of the stone should be less, right? What if there was a large number of stone? Then will she able to separate it? No, it will take long time, and as well as she will get tired. She will get tired by separating. Since the stone is present in the lesser quantity and even the stone is in the larger size, she is able to separate it. And within just for us, she used to look over the rices, and under that she used to find 1 or 2 stone, and she used to throw away. See, so in this case, for separating the rice and stone, we can use hand picking, because the size of the stone is quite larger, can be picked by hand, and at the same time the quantity of the stone is quite less. Both factor is important for the hand picking. So in order to separate the substances or a solid mixture by using hand picking, we have to do what? We have to see that the quantity should be in a larger size, as well as the size of the stone should be in larger size, and the quantity of the stone should be less. So what is hand picking? Then what is hand picking? Hand picking is separating the impurities using hand. Separating the impurities using hand. Okay? And what are the factors that should be depend? That the size of the impurity. First, it has to be the size of the impurities should be large enough so that it can be large enough to pick by hand, because যদি ছোট হয় তোমরা কি তুলতে পারবে? যদি নুনের মতন ছোট হয় স্টোনের সাইজ, তুমি কি ওটাকে তুলে আলাদা করে রাখতে পারবে? না, বড় হতে হবে, তবেই তো সেটা তুমি সেপারেট করতে পারবে উইথ ইয়োর হ্যান্ডস। Second is the quantity of the stone should be less. কারণ বিশাল হলো, ধরে রাখো ইট ইজ মানে রাইস এইটুকু আর স্টোন এত, দেন ইট উইল বি কোয়াইট ডিফিকাল্ট, it will be quite difficult for us. So otherwise it will take long time, and it is very, so quantity of the impurities, or I can say the impurities should be less. So this is hand picking, and the criteria and the factors that the hand picking depends on. Now we will discuss about the sieving. Now comes to the second, that is sieving. Now the question arises, what is sieve? আচ্ছা, তোমরা কোনোদিন দেখেছো যে তোমার মা যখন আটা মাখার আগে সে একটা স্ট্রেনারের মতন একটা জিনিস দিয়ে আটাটাকে ভালো করে ছেঁকে নেয়, মানে করে নেয়? ঝেড়ে নেয়। Why she used to do? Sure, why she used to do that? Because to remove the larger or the impurities from the wheat flour, যাতে কোনো কাঁকড় বা কোনো রকমের হাস্ক বা কোনো রকমের ইম্পিউরিটি সেটা আটার মধ্যে না যায়, so that you can enjoy that. So in this case we sieve is what? The method of, তাহলে ওই যে সেপারেশনটা যেটা করছে আটাটাকে ছাঁকনি দিয়ে ইয়ে করছে, ঝাড়ছে, সেটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি that method is called sieving. And what is sieving? The method of separating the particles of different size by the help of sieve is called sieving. ওইটাতে কি হয় তুমি দেখেছো, তো ওইটার মধ্যে ছোট ছোট হোলস থাকে, রাইট? দে হ্যাভ স্মল হোলস, অ্যান্ড ইউ উইল সি দ্য স্মলার সাইজ কম্পোনেন্টস or smaller size substances can easily pass through that holes, but the components which have a larger in size, they remain on the sieve, and in this way we can separate the components, two different components, or we can separate the mixture of components of the mixture by the help of sieve. What actually, suppose this is sieve, I don't know, but you all have, and in that sieve there is a small, this is size. What actually is to do that, suppose this is sieve, and this is a mixture of what? Mixture of, suppose, wheat plus husk. Now you want to separate, so you will see that in this, through this you will see that the smaller size components are passing through it and the larger size remains on it, and in this way you can separate. You will see that wheat can easily passing through the sieve, and later on you will see that the husk that was present in a minor amount, they are present remains on the sieve, and in this way you used to separate the impurities from the wheat. Suppose, as I told you, in hand picking the size of the particles were quite large and we can do it by a hand, but what if it's a smaller size? Impurities are present in a lesser amount, but the size are too small. For example, let a wheat plus husk. In wheat also you can see a small husk is present, yellow color husk, and we cannot separate it by hand picking. So in that case what we will use sieving method, and we will separate the husk from the wheat by the help of the sieve. What happens? Husk is bigger in size. Husk components are bigger in size, so it remains on the sieve, and the wheat, being a smaller in size, can easily pass through the holes and easily pass through the sieve, and you will collect it on another container. See, see the impurities is separated, the mixtures has been separated. Not only so, what are the examples by which we can separate the mixture using sieving? Let's take first is wheat plus husk. What is the second one? Second one is, let me check, sand from gravels, cashew nuts, pearls. So we can say wheat plus husk. Second example can be, it is at construction site we have seen that they used to separate stone plus pebbles. So these are the examples by which where we use the sieving method to separate the mixture. Now let's come to the third. Now comes to the winnowing. What is winnowing? The winnowing is that it doesn't depend on the size. It depends on the weight. We can use, if there, suppose a mixture containing a heavier and the lighter, in that case we can use the winnowing. What does the winnowing do? Winnowing is that it can be separated, can be used to separate the lighter and heavier components by the action of wind and blowing. The lighter components being lighter weight will be carried away by the wind and the heavier particles remain in the seams. তোমরা হয়তো ঠাকুমাকে দেখেছো, I don't know, have you ever seen that কুলো দেখেছো? এরকম সাইজ হয় কুলোটাকে এরকম করে ওর মধ্যে মিক্সচারটা দিত, এরকম করে হাওয়া এরকম করে ওপরে তুলতো আর সেইভাবে ঝাড়তো। That is actually winnowing. She used to do. She used to separate the lighter particles from the heavier particles. Not only she, earlier the farmers also used this method to separate husk and the grain. How? The husk, what is husk and what is grain? Have you ever seen that the husk is actually the outer covering of the grains? Now yellow covering of the grains. Now you want to separate this husk. So what you used to, now the farmers use this winnowing method. What is actually husk is a lighter weight. Being a lighter weight, it will be carried away by the wind and it will get accumulated in somewhere else. And this husk is later used for the fodder for the cattle. So suppose এখানে একটা মানুষ আছে, I am very bad at drawing, হ্যাঁ, so এখানে পারফর্মিং winnowing. সো ও যখন হাওয়াতে উড়বে তো দেখবে এইখানে গ্রেনসগুলো থেকে যাবে, grains will be stay here and the husk is present over here. So in this way the husk and the grains are separated. Now let's come to the fifth. Now comes to the threshing. What is actually threshing means? Threshing means beating something on a hard object. This is actually what threshing means. And with this method we will separate the mixture. How we will separate the mixture? Suppose তুমি যখন আম পারো তো তুমি কি করো? Just go and pick আম পারলে কি করি? আমরা জাস্ট টেনে নিই, ডাল থেকে আমটাকে টেনে নিয়ে আমরা খেয়ে নিই। So it is easier. একটা আম তো easier. But what about this grains? The grains present in the stalk, attached to the stalk. How we will separate? একটা করে তুলতে তো সময় লেগে যাবে. It will take it's not only whole day but I must say the whole year. It will take whole year. So we can't separate the grains from stalk by hand picking. Then what we will do? We will use this threshing method. What we will do? We will take a pile of the stalks and we will beat on the hard surfaces. As a result, with the striking, the grains will get separated away. Due to the beating of stalks on hard surface, grains get separated. If you take pile, suppose these are all stalks and you are taking a pile of the stalks and you are separating. You see? What is the advantages of the threshing is? It is a time effective. It takes less time. We will take a bunch of stalks and we will beat on a hard surface, and as a result, with a continuous threshing, with continuous beating, we will see that the grains are getting separated away. We all have seen. You have seen in your village, and we have seen that people doing it to separate the stalk. So this is called actually threshing. And threshing can be done in the 3 ways. And what are the 3 ways? The 3 ways was that if it is a smaller amount, suppose the stock is a smaller amount, then in that case the farmer used to do thresh with hands only, with hand on stones or hard surface. If it is a larger, যদি অল্প ইয়েতে থাকে, অ্যামাউন্টে থাকে, তাহলে ফার্মার নিজেই করে সেপারেট করে দেবে। But what about the larger? If it is in a larger amount, suppose the stock is in a larger amount, then we will take a help of the tool. What are those? We take a help of the animals and there is a machine called thresher. Thresher is a machine which is used to help us to separate the stock and the grains. So these are the methods by which we can separate the grains from the stalk. These stalks that we have separated, these stalks are used to, what is this used for? Is it used to feed the cattle. তুমি দেখবে যে ধান স্টক ইজ নাথিং বাট ধান, ওই ধানগুলোকে কি করা হয়, আমাদের ঘরে যে এরা গরু আছে ওদের আছে তাদেরকে খেতে দেওয়া হয়. So it is used as a food. It act as a food for the cattle. And the grains are the act as a, so see that grains and stalks both are act as a food. The stalks are eaten by cattle and grains are eaten by whom? By us, by humans. So two useful components. See, two useful components are separated by using the threshing methods. Now let's come to the fifth one. Now comes to the fifth one, that is magnetic separation. So magnetic separation is the separation done by using magnets. Separation done by using magnets. And why we will use magnets? That we have to think that one of the components should attract. The main criteria, the main factor that magnetic separation depends is that one of the components should be attracted by magnet. Otherwise should be attracted by magnets. Otherwise we can't use this method. Suppose you want to separate sugar and salt, then we can't use this method. Because why? Because sugar and salt are not attracted by, we can't use salt plus sugar. Why? Because they both are not attracted by magnets. So one of the criteria for the magnetic separation, that one of the components should be attracted by the magnets. What will happen? Let's take an example of sand plus iron. In sand plus iron, generally what happens? Suppose this is a sand plus iron, and I will bring what? Magnet over here. This is magnet. And whenever I will bring close to this mixture, you will see that irons are getting attracted towards this. You will see that here that components are getting separate, are accumulated, getting attracted. So these are iron getting attracted towards magnet. Now see how irons is getting separated. In this way we can separate sand plus iron by using magnet. So these are the separation. You can separate iron plus salt. You can even separate iron plus salt using this method. See, these irons are always attracted by what? Magnet. Since it is attracted by magnet, we can use this method. So we have almost completed this chapter. In the next class we will discuss about the NCERT questions. Till then, have a nice day.